Hello, Zenith women, and welcome to the channel. Trust your gut, they said. But what if your gut has a PhD in reading people, situations, and chaos? Welcome to the enigmatic world of the Sigma female, where intuition isn't just a feeling, it's an art form. Scientists once discovered that the brain processes 11 million bits of information per second, but the conscious mind only catches about 40 of them. For the Sigma female, it's as if her subconscious takes those leftover 10,999,960 bits and whispers them into her sixth sense, creating a radar so sharp it could outwit even the slickest poker face. This isn't your run-of-the-mill woman's intuition. No, this is intuition on steroids, operating in the quiet brilliance of an introverted mind that thrives in silence yet sees everything. Think Sherlock Holmes, but less dramatic and far more mysterious. Why does this matter? Because in a world where loud voices dominate and people rely on flashy data to make decisions, the Sigma female's greatest asset is her ability to know without knowing how she knows. Let's dive deep into her sixth sense, a talent that's as perplexing as it is powerful and as accurate as it is uncanny. But be warned, you might start wondering if you've ever been this closely observed before. Number 1. Subconscious data gathering. Sigma females possess a rare and extraordinary ability to absorb the world around them on a subconscious level. While most people focus on what's right in front of them, a Sigma's mind operates like a supercomputer quietly working in the background, processing countless details without her even realizing it. Every tone of voice, subtle movement, fleeting glance, or seemingly insignificant change in the environment gets cataloged and stored. These fragments of information may not seem like much in isolation, but together they paint a picture that only her mind can decode. What makes this truly remarkable is how effortless it is. She doesn't need to try. Her brain is simply wired this way. While someone else might walk into a room and notice the obvious, who's sitting where or the loudest voice in the conversation, a Sigma picks up on the tension behind a smile, the slight hesitation in someone's laugh, or the way two people avoid eye contact for just a second too long. These details, which others miss entirely, feed her sixth sense like pieces of a puzzle falling perfectly into place. It's not magic and it's not overthinking. It's subconscious processing at its finest. Her mind is like an antenna, always tuned into frequencies most people don't even know exist. This heightened awareness gives her an almost eerie ability to anticipate events, read emotions, and understand dynamics before anyone else. What others chalk up to a lucky guess is actually the result of an instinct honed over time, fueled by this constant intake of hidden information. This natural talent sets her apart, making her seem almost otherworldly to those around her. To her, it's just how her mind works. But to anyone paying attention, it's nothing short of astonishing. Number 2. Silent decoders of energy shifts. Sigma females have an extraordinary ability to sense shifts in energy even when nothing obvious has changed. It's as if they're finely tuned to an invisible frequency, constantly picking up signals most people don't even know are there. This isn't just about reading body language or listening for tone changes, it goes far deeper. They feel when the atmosphere in a room shifts, when someone's mood changes, or when tension begins to build, often before anyone has said a single word. It's not something they can fully explain, and they don't need to. It's a visceral understanding, like an alarm going off in their mind that tells them something isn't right. While others might brush past subtle clues, the Sigma female's heightened sensitivity allows her to pick up on emotional undercurrents so faint they're practically undetectable. A fleeting glance, a slight tightening of the shoulders, or even a person's silence says volumes to her. She doesn't need to guess. She just knows. What makes this ability so powerful is how quiet it is. There's no dramatic confrontation or obvious aha moment. Instead, she processes what she feels internally, using it to adapt her actions, shift her approach, or mentally prepare for what's coming. Whether it's sensing an argument brewing between two colleagues or realizing someone is struggling emotionally despite their upbeat exterior, her intuition never misses these silent signals. This heightened awareness often leaves others wondering how she can always be one step ahead. To them, It might seem like luck or coincidence, but for her, it's simply second nature. It's not about seeing or hearing what's happening. It's about feeling it on a level so deep, it's almost impossible to ignore. This is what makes her presence both mysterious and unshakable. Number 3. The power of pattern recognition. Sigma females possess an uncanny ability to recognize patterns, and this skill forms the backbone of their extraordinary intuition. While most people see isolated events or details, a Sigma notices connections, threads weaving through actions, words, and circumstances. She's not consciously trying to analyze everything. Her mind simply picks up on recurring behaviors, subtle clues and rhythms that others overlook. It's like her brain is always running a quiet algorithm in the background, piecing together data to form a bigger picture. This ability to spot patterns allows her to predict outcomes with startling accuracy. Whether it's recognizing that someone's repeated excuses signal unreliability or noticing how certain situations always seem to escalate, she sees what's coming before it happens. But it's not just about predicting negatives. She also spots opportunities, like the perfect moment to speak up, take action, or let things play out. It's a skill that gives her a constant edge, even in unpredictable situations. What's truly remarkable is how effortless this seems. While others might need extensive reasoning or a trail of obvious signs to figure things out, the Sigma's mind connects the dots almost instinctively. For example, she can meet someone once and instantly sense what motivates them, simply based on how they talk, move, or interact. Over time, this understanding sharpens, enabling her to navigate relationships, work dynamics, or life decisions with precision. This isn't overthinking, it's mastery. While others are busy trying to figure out what went wrong or why something happened, the Sigma already knows, because she saw it coming from a mile away. This pattern recognition isn't just a talent, it's her secret weapon, silently guiding her through a world that often feels chaotic and unpredictable. Number 4. Unshakable gut feelings. When a Sigma female's intuition speaks, it doesn't come as a soft nudge or a passing thought. It arrives with the force of conviction. It's a gut feeling so strong, so unshakable, that she often finds herself trusting it over logic, data, or the opinions of others. This isn't recklessness or stubbornness. It's the result of years of experience listening to that internal voice and seeing it prove right time and time again. Her instincts are not random guesses. They're the product of a subconscious mind that has been quietly processing details, patterns, and subtle cues all along. While others may hesitate, needing evidence or validation before acting, the Sigma female moves with certainty, often before anyone else realizes a decision even needs to be made. What's fascinating is how this ability often flies in the face of conventional wisdom. She might walk away from a seemingly perfect opportunity, not because of fear, but because something within her tells her it's not right. Or she'll take a risk that others would call foolish, guided purely by her inner conviction. More often than not, her choices lead to outcomes that leave people scratching their heads, wondering how she knew what they couldn't see. This unshakable faith in her instincts sets her apart. While others get bogged down in second-guessing or external opinions, the Sigma listens to herself first. It's not arrogance, it's an intimate understanding of how her mind works and a willingness to trust it completely. Even when the path is uncertain or the stakes are high, she follows that gut feeling, knowing it rarely leads her astray. To her, intuition isn't just a guide, it's a superpower she wields with quiet, unstoppable confidence. Number 5. The too quiet advantage. The quiet nature of a Sigma female is often misunderstood. People may label her as aloof, reserved, or even shy, but they couldn't be more wrong. Her silence isn't a lack of participation, it's a calculated advantage. While others dominate conversations, filling the air with noise, she is busy observing, analyzing, and piecing together the details everyone else is too distracted to notice. Her quietness isn't about avoiding the spotlight, it's about maintaining clarity in a world that thrives on chaos. This gives her a powerful edge. In meetings, social settings, or even casual interactions, she is the one who picks up on the subtleties others miss. The shift in someone's tone, the hidden meaning behind a phrase, or the unspoken dynamics playing out in the room. These moments of insight allow her to anticipate moves, predict outcomes, and make decisions with a precision that often leaves others blindsided. While loud personalities may dominate the moment, they often reveal too much, too soon. A Sigma female, on the other hand, keeps her cards close to her chest. She doesn't feel the need to speak unless it adds value, which makes her words carry weight when she finally does. Her quietness forces people to underestimate her, giving her the space to work behind the scenes and stay ahead of the game. Her introverted nature also shields her from the noise of distraction. While others are too busy vying for attention or engaging in superficial chatter, she is focused, absorbing every relevant detail and letting the rest fade away. This ability to stay centered and observant makes her a force to be reckoned with, a silent strategist operating in a world of unnecessary noise, always ready to move when the time is right. Number 6. The filter-free truth radar. Sigma females possess an unflinching ability to see through the masks people wear. Their intuition operates without filters, unaffected by charm, charisma, or the societal labels that often blind others. This unique trait allows them to cut straight to the core of a person's true nature, bypassing any superficial impressions or carefully crafted facades. To a Sigma, actions speak louder than words, and inconsistencies between the two are glaring red flags. This unfiltered truth radar isn't something they consciously turn on. It's simply how their mind works. They observe patterns in behavior, subtle changes in tone, and micro-expressions that others overlook. While someone might be swept away by a magnetic personality or a sparkling reputation, a Sigma notices the cracks, the forced smile that doesn't reach the eyes, the overly rehearsed answers, or the small moments of hesitation that reveal hidden motives. This gift isn't just about spotting dishonesty, it's also about recognizing authenticity. When someone is genuine, the Sigma sees it immediately, and that recognition is rare and meaningful. But because her trust is so hard-earned, it's also incredibly valuable. She doesn't give it away lightly, and when she does, it's because someone has proven themselves worthy. This sharp radar often leaves others puzzled at how she can so quickly and accurately judge character. While it may seem like instinct, it's really the result of her ability to observe without bias. She doesn't get swept up in appearances or societal pressures. She only trusts what rings true. This makes her relationships strong, her decisions sound, and her presence magnetic. Others might struggle to see what she does, but to a Sigma female, the truth is always crystal clear. Number 7. Unseen observers of the human psyche. Sigma females have a remarkable gift for watching people without drawing attention to themselves. While others clamor for the spotlight or seek validation through interaction, the Sigma moves through life like a quiet observer, blending into the background. This isn't a conscious attempt to hide, it's simply her natural way of being. Her ability to observe unnoticed allows her to absorb the raw, unfiltered nuances of human behavior, things that are often missed when people feel they're being watched. This hidden vantage point gives her a profound edge. Without the need to engage or interrupt, she picks up on subtle details most people overlook. The nervous fidget of a hand, the fleeting glance that betrays hidden emotions, or the quick change in tone that reveals unspoken thoughts. These small yet telling clues are logged away in her mind, creating a mental archive of human tendencies and patterns. Over time, this process sharpens her understanding of what drives people, their fears, motivations, and desires. Because she isn't trying to insert herself into every moment, she sees the truth behind facades. People unknowingly reveal themselves when they think no one is paying attention, and the Sigma takes it all in with quiet precision. This skill isn't about judgment or manipulation, it's about understanding. Her observations give her an almost uncanny ability to anticipate behavior, predict outcomes, and navigate complex social dynamics with ease. This hidden observer role also makes her seem enigmatic to others. They wonder how she knows so much without saying much, or how she always seems to get it when others don't. But for the Sigma, it's simply a byproduct of her natural instinct to watch and learn. Her insights aren't loud or flashy. They're deeply rooted in a quiet, powerful awareness that few can match. Number 8. Preempting conflict like a chess master. Sigma females have an almost uncanny ability to detect conflict before it becomes visible to anyone else. It's not just that they notice tension, they feel it, like an invisible shift in the atmosphere that others might dismiss or ignore. To them, conflict isn't an isolated event, but the result of a series of moves, emotions, and interactions that gradually build toward an inevitable clash. Their ability to see these patterns developing in real time allows them to stay far ahead of the game. This isn't about paranoia or overthinking. It's about their natural talent for picking up on subtle signals. The sideways glance that lingers too long, the slightly sharper tone in a conversation, or the way someone suddenly becomes quieter than usual. All of these are like breadcrumbs leading her to the source of the brewing tension. While others may remain oblivious until emotions boil over, the Sigma is already mentally mapping out what's happening and where it might lead. Once she's aware of the conflict, she begins strategizing like a chess master. She doesn't rush to fix things or dive into confrontation. Instead, she positions herself carefully, anticipating how each person might react and adjusting her approach accordingly. If needed, she can diffuse tension with subtle, well-timed words or actions. Other times, she'll quietly remove herself from the situation altogether, knowing when it's better to let things play out without her involvement. Her ability to preempt and navigate conflict isn't just a personal advantage. It makes her an invaluable presence in any group. While others get blindsided or act impulsively, she stays composed, thinking several steps ahead. To the Sigma, conflict is rarely surprising, and her calm, strategic response often leaves others wondering how she always seems so prepared. Number 9. The weird coincidence phenomenon. To the outside world, Sigma females often seem to have an uncanny ability to predict things with startling accuracy. When they speak up about something, and it comes true moments later, people tend to brush it off as a weird coincidence, an isolated event with no real explanation. But for the Sigma, it's not coincidence at all. It's the result of their finely tuned perception and sixth sense at work. What others fail to understand is that the Sigma's ability to read people and situations is far beyond mere guesswork. Their brains are constantly processing a vast amount of information, details others might miss, such as micro-expressions, the subtle patterns in behavior, or the way a conversation shifts. All these unnoticed cues build a mental picture, giving them insights that seem eerily prescient to anyone on the outside. When they predict an outcome or a reaction, it's not magic. It's their intuition working over time, connecting dots and forming a coherent forecast. This phenomenon often leaves people shaking their heads, unable to explain how she knew something would happen, even though they didn't see it coming. It could be as simple as calling out a person's true intentions or predicting the outcome of a situation based on the smallest of signs. To others, it feels like random luck, but the Sigma female knows it's the result of years of honing her instinct and sharpening her ability to understand the nuances of human behavior and circumstances. In a way, the weird coincidences are a natural side effect of her heightened perception. While others are still trying to piece things together, she's already seen the full picture unfold in her mind, long before anyone else catches up. Number 10. Emotionally detached empathy. Sigma females have a rare ability to empathize with others on a profound level without becoming emotionally entangled in their struggles. While most people experience empathy as a flood of emotion, feeling deeply moved or overwhelmed by someone else's pain or joy, the Sigma's empathy operates on a different plane. It's not that they lack emotion or care less. It's that their ability to connect with others' feelings is filtered through a lens of emotional detachment, allowing them to understand and support without losing themselves in the process. This emotional detachment doesn't mean they're cold or indifferent. On the contrary, Sigma females can often comprehend the full depth of another person's emotional state, recognizing the underlying causes and motivations behind their feelings. Whether someone is struggling with loss, confusion, or stress, the Sigma has a unique ability to put themselves in that person's shoes and understand their emotional world. But instead of reacting impulsively or becoming overwhelmed by the situation, they maintain an inner calm that allows them to process the emotions objectively. This balance is what makes their empathy so powerful. Because they remain composed, they are able to offer practical advice, offer support in a way that's thoughtful, and navigate the emotional landscape of others with clarity. In high-pressure or emotionally charged situations, they don't get swept up in the turmoil. Instead, they act strategically, making decisions with a clear head and a deep understanding of the emotional dynamics at play. This ability to combine deep empathy with emotional detachment gives Sigma females an edge when dealing with difficult or delicate situations. They offer the emotional support others need without losing their ability to think rationally and take effective action. It's a rare and valuable skill, one that allows them to help others while remaining true to themselves. In the end, the Sigma female's sixth sense is a powerful combination of heightened awareness, intuition, and emotional clarity that allows her to navigate the world in ways that others simply cannot. Her ability to observe, predict, and understand the complexities of human behavior, all while maintaining an unshakable sense of self, sets her apart as a quiet force of nature. She doesn't need to shout to be heard, nor does she need to conform to society's expectations to thrive. Her strength lies in her ability to trust her instincts, see beyond the surface, and move through life with an inner knowing that others often find both mysterious and magnetic. What others may dismiss as coincidence or even an eerie gift is in reality the result of a mind that has learned to absorb the world around her in ways most will never understand. Her intuition is not a mystery. It's the product of years of observation, reflection, and a deep connection to her inner self. The Sigma female, with her quiet confidence and remarkable insights, moves through the world not as a passive observer, but as a strategic, aware, and powerful presence. And in a world that often rewards the loudest voices, she remains a testament to the strength of silence, intuition, and the power of trusting what can't always be explained. If you found yourself captivated by the unique power of the Sigma female's sixth sense, then don't miss out on more insights that will help you tap into your own extraordinary potential. Hit that subscribe button and join a community that celebrates intuition, self-awareness, and the quiet strength that drives real success. Trust us. You won't want to miss what's coming next. Stay tuned, stay curious, and let's dive deeper into the mysteries of the mind together. Subscribe now, and let's continue this incredible journey.